Hello everyone and welcome to Mr. Clark's Classroom. Here this evening on this video I'm going to give you the procedures and what to look forward to for this upcoming school year. But before we jump off on that, I want to add a little bit about myself that I didn't get a chance to do in the Meet Mr. Clark video. In this one I'd like to share with you that perhaps, there we go, I got married recently. Back in August, I found a great girl to take the leap of adventure of marriage with me, and her name is Sarah, and we met in China while I was living and working there, and it's just been an awesome time with her and just a blessed time. We actually met on a blind date, and so it was cool. We were set up by a mutual friend who worked at the international school that she worked at, and so we just got together and hit it off ever since. So it's been just a true blessing, I believe, for both of us. I sure hope for both of us. It's been a blessing for me, but I truly believe that it's been a blessing for her as well. That being said, let me introduce a little bit of what I did in China. I was the vice principal at a primary school, and I was the English language coordinator as well as the head of the English department. And I tried to bring an investigative learning method into the classroom for my kids. I had kids starting from first grade all the way through sixth grade. My sixth graders this year were my very first class, and I have many of them who could seamlessly transition right into the American classroom and have no problem. Probably my lowest student would probably come in at right around a third grade English level when you compare them to an American student. But it was a great time. A lot of fun was had, and I think they really enjoyed this kind of style of learning, which is unusual for the Chinese classroom. But it was just an amazing time. Really, truly enjoyed it. Talking about investigative learning, but before we jump into that, we want to get back to our old style here at Pearl, which is our monthly field trips, live musicals, class parties, family nights, all of those exciting things that we want to jump into. So it's just been a tough time for everyone during 2020, but at the same time, we do have something to look forward to where our kids can eventually come back and get in the classroom and get back to some normalcy. Our reading program, I think, is a great reading program. We're asking the kids to read an hour per week, not an hour per night, some of you parents. So make sure that they're reading an hour per week, and hopefully you can break it up into 15-minute segments each night. And if you do so, it'll make your job a little bit easier, and it'll make the kids' love for learning hopefully grow. We do have a reading calendar that I'll send home where you can initial for me and let me know what they read. We have a blend book that we're using to start off for our young readers to get them to start to read words phonetically, and I'll show you a little tutorial video on that a little bit later so that you can help your child practice at home. Sight words obviously are important. We're going to be going over those sight words, Freckle English, reading to your child counts. So we want to cultivate that father, son, mother, daughter type of relationship, parent, child relationship, even auntie, uncle, grandma, grandpa, where they can read to the kids for 15 minutes a night and get those kids inspired. Teach them how to build in those voice inflections while they're reading as well. We do have incentives that I think you'll love. The children definitely will love. We've got our 10-hour goals as well as our 50-hour goal that we have for this semester. Our math book is the My Math series that we use here at Pearl. We want to build in a strong number sense with them, problem solving. We do a great thing in the classroom where we create a calendar notebook, and this helps the kids start to analyze data, build statistics, and take those statistics and try to hypothesize as to what's going on based on the statistics that they have gathered in the classroom from their calendars. So it's really cool, and it's a great way to teach math, a great way to build in the empirical analysis of science. So I'm really excited about that. We do have Freckle Math that we'll give, and as well as Freckle Reading, Freckle English, and the kids will be able to do that at home with you as well. We have the 100th day, which is a cool whole experience here at school for the kids, as well as Zero the Hero. Boom, baby, here comes Zero. And teaching the kids all about Zero and what Zero has done for us. We talked a little bit about it when we took our trip to India, how the Indian culture was the first culture to really develop the Zero as we know it today. And so it's kind of cool to be able to go back and understand that Zero wasn't around when number 1, 2, and 3 were around. But I also learned that there was something in the Mayan culture as well that had not necessarily a 0, but had a place marker for where 0 would be at in our today's culture. So it's kind of cool that we can take trips with Adventure Jones and learn these different things from different cultures and learn how they impacted our lives today. So it's cool. I love math, love teaching it. Hope that your children will love it as well. Our writing, we have a cool writing program that we use here, our 6+1 writing traits. Here you can see we got ideas, sentence fluency, organization, word choice, voice, conventions, as well as presentation. What we're really trying to build in our young writers is getting their ideas out. If you speak to them, usually they can talk to you about their ideas, but having them take those ideas and putting them down on paper is a slightly different challenge. But getting them to get that going is a wonderful thing, and I hope to build just great writers in our class. We've started journaling. It was very simple, as you can imagine, but we're really getting into that. We do have spelling. As a matter of fact, our first spelling test is this Friday. It consists this week of just 5 words, so don't get too panicked there, parents. The 5 words are designed to be based off of phonetics and learning how each sound is used along with our alphabet. So this week is, I believe it's A, and it's the apple sound, apple. I am, and. Those are a few examples of the children's spelling words for this week. But each week they'll get a new list coming home, and as the school year progresses, that list is going to grow because they'll start to meet that challenge of 5 words, and we'll grow that list over time. But you'll know each week what words are coming home and what they should study. We do have our Adventure Jones, as you can see him right behind me. So Adventure Jones is taking us all over the world, and so looking forward to that. Using them throughout social studies, geography, cultures, even our hands-on science lab. Adventure Jones will be bringing things in for us. We do have a cool thing, Connect Science, where the kids are learning about physics, things like motion, gravity, force. Those are all great things that the kids can learn. And as a matter of fact, I brought that to China to teach my kids, and they absolutely loved it. So I hope to bring that same passion for science into the classroom here for your kids as well. Homework. We do have homework each evening, but as you can tell right now, there's nothing going home unless I really want your child to practice something that they kind of need to reinforce to build that confidence in them while they're in the classroom. So homework will be between 15 and 20 minutes a night. If they were in China, their homework would probably be between an hour and an hour and a half a night, and on the weekends about 5 hours. But luckily we're not in China, and don't worry, I won't bring that into the classroom. You'll hate me, your children will hate me, so don't worry. I want to give them that time to relax after school and start to build good habits about homework and studying. Reading minutes will be counted into that. Freckle Math and English will always be an option for homework coming home at night. Really want to make homework practical for your children and want them to really be able to use whatever homework they're using at home and immediately apply it in the classroom, or vice versa. What we learn in the classroom, they can immediately apply at home as well. So try to take as much of the work out of the parents' hands and keeping it in the children's hands as independent learners, because that's what we're really trying to build here, is that independency that they can use throughout the rest of their life. Communication envelope goes home on Mondays. As you can tell, perhaps today you grab that envelope coming home from your child. It's vitally important that you return that envelope on Tuesday to me. Whatever papers are in there, you can pull out and then send that envelope back, signed, letting me know that you saw it, that you saw the contents that were inside of it. Because oftentimes there are important notices coming home that you as a parent need to know. Weekly school e-newsletter and updates comes home. You can check information on GradeLink. We'll have a lot of links that you can find there, as well as progress on reading and different things as well. Parent conferences we hope to have in October, just to give you an update as to how your child's doing and some things you can do at home to help, or some concerns you may have, or just, you know what, encouragement, because I think that's one thing that our children need, is to be encouraged in the right direction, and that's one thing that we want to do. Let's see, my email, you can see there on the screen, pclark@pearlprep.org. Remind text messages will be going home as well. If you need to really contact me, you can call the Pearl office, and they'll always be happy to get a hold of me or send me the information that you've left with them. Mrs. Eeksta works super hard in there to try to make life easier for myself as well as you as a parent. So please make sure that when you call and you're talking to her, that you really give her a good day, because she's swamped in there some days and she's working hard. So show that love to Mrs. Eeksta, and you got all my contact information. And always feel free to send me a remind text message if there's something you want me to know. I kind of rushed through that because I really didn't want you to have to sit staring at your device listening to me drone on and on and on about this and that. But we're looking forward to having a wonderful school year, and my boy Adventure Jones right here is looking forward to taking your children to different cultures, different places all around the world, and different experiences that they can only find right here in Mr. Clark's classroom. And as Adventure Jones says, never stop exploring. Thanks again, guys, and look forward to a wonderful school year. Take care.